Hi, hello. I'm so sorry that I was late as usual. Oh my gosh, the music is still deafening. It is, as I've explained before, because you can't adjust the volume, it is so loud. So loud. So, luckily on my OBS I can adjust it, so let me know how the volume is. Oh my god. Um, Funnily enough, I was late today, the usual. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose it. But it's because my Mac is giving me grief. It's not even my PC or OBS. It's my Mac. I literally took a deep breath. I was like, time to start. Mac pop up. Mac will power down unless plugged into an power outlet. Okay. Run, grab my backpack, grab my charger, plug it in, sit down. Mac will power down unless plugged into a power outlet. It had jiggled out of the power bar. Now I'm getting a pop-up saying my Twitch was logged out. I need a token to log back in, i.e. I need to go on my phone, get the token, because why is three-step authentication a thing? I get it, but like, no, I don't. Lol, it's got 69 in it. Do not read it out loud. I do not want people stealing my token. Can you freaking not? We're about to get going though. Here, excited today, the usual, because we're gonna be playing some Harvest Moon Original GameCube Edition. I love it. I know you guys hopefully love it too. Hi, Lily. I'm sorry I missed your chat because of the mess that is my existence. And also, I want to give an extra sound balance. So far is good. I'm so happy because this never happens. I'm really bad at it. We're gonna pull this bad boy down because it's the only way I can see the GameCube. And we're gonna get rolling. Okay, let me full screen this bad boy. Do I have it under Switch? I think I have it labeled under Switch. Full screen, please. Let's get rolling. Not new game. I did notice the sound delay is a little bad today. A little worse than normal. I'm not sure why. So we're just gonna have to live with it. But that's okay. And so what I was gonna say is, oh my gosh, Poggy, I want to give an extra special thanks to Freddie. I don't have my glasses on. Freddie LaChance. Why am I not wearing glasses? I don't have my glasses on. Are they? Where's my backpack? Where's my backpack? We're gonna play the cards. We're gonna go see if I can track down my backpack. Necessary, but like we're gonna do this on Pumpkin Farm. Yes. Okay. Let's get it. Where's my backpack? How do I know this? It's ingrained in my brain. My coffee table's pulled right up against my couch, so it's like ripped in me. Am I centered? No. Always love the stream. Thank you, Chrono. Oh my gosh, okay. No, that's Crollo. I was gonna say your name is from Hunter. It's not. It's not. It's Crollo and Hunter. I'm really jazzed today because I just took a freaking power nap, like a real adult. Let's be honest. No, I've talked about it previously, but my lab job is getting very intense right now, and I have to be at work at like 7 a.m. every day. And so, in fact, my partner, hey, Top Secret Muffin, ooh, 2 days in a row, you're giving me all the love, and I love it. But 2 days, I took a power nap because I have to be at work at 7 a.m. and I'm terrible about going to bed. For the first time in the, like, 7 years that we've been together, I went to bed at 10 p.m. last night. I wanted to go to sleep at 10. I decided it was 10 p.m. I was like, I'm sleepy, I'm going to bed. And my partner was like, are you sick? And I was like, no, I want to go to bed. He's like, why? I was like, I'm falling asleep. He's like, it's 10 p.m. Okay, the brightness on this needs to get like, there we go. Loves. Nuzzles. What is this cow's name? Mushy. Of course, oh right, you don't know how to be milked. Of course, I gotta come through. I'm streaming 2 days in a row. Got my console streams on Wednesday. And then I've got my daily stream not daily, weekly stream on Tuesdays. And then, no, I don't want to push my cow. And then, on Saturdays are my roguelite day that never end up being roguelites. Because my schedule is a mess. Let's be honest. My schedule will stabilize come the end of October. But till then, thank you for your patience. Hold. This music gets me hyped, dude. It's the poggiest music out there. Gonna make a Spotify of just this music. Okay. Down. Is the chicken gonna yell at me? Yes, she's gonna yell at me. She is indeed on an egg. Yeah, I know, you gotta do your thing. Okay, I know I talk about it too much. But as you know, I work in a lab. I love it, I think it's cool. And I work with rats. So I work with lab rats. What a weird thing. Sometimes you do things. Okay, let me take a sidebar on this. Sometimes, and my colleague made fun of me for this today, sometimes you do and say things that are not appropriate, like are not normal. When you work in a lab, you just are doing things that are abnormal. So if you really didn't know, I work with cannabis and rats. So, ooh, I'm hungry. I expose lab rats to cannabis and look at their brains to see if they have any. Thank you for the follow, Chrono. I come in and also, hey K-Bomb. Hey, I'm not crazy about sweet and sour sauce. Oh no, sweetie. But giving cannabis to the rats, we obviously cannot make a rat smoke a joint, and you could like force them to like inhale it, but that'd be stressful, and the stress itself is bad for their brains. So what we do instead is we literally in our lab make cannabis resin and then make cannabis oil from the resin. And then you mix it in peanut butter, and you then mix it in like rat chow powder. So you take like rat chow pellets and you blend them up and you put it into a powder. And then you make protein balls out of peanut rat chow and the cannabis oil, and then they eat that. Today, I like pre-made my chow. We got a new friend! Is it the ducks? No. Oh, that was cute though. Chat, what are we naming it? Cannabis to rats. Yes, this is my day job, K-Bomb. I work in a lab, and I study the effects of cannabis on a developing brain. What are we naming this boy? Eggy! Eggy coming at you live here, twitch.tv/turtleneckmel. Where's the Y? Dude. I'm not a drug dealer, no. Also, specify, I live in Canada, and cannabis is actually legal here. Which is kind of weird because it got legalized in late 2018. So especially for like 2019 now with like COVID and stuff, it's not as abnormal. But you would literally see people, and you still do, see people just walking around smoking a joint as if it's a cigarette. In fact, like it's honestly more common, I think, to see people outside a bar smoking the alley, smoking cannabis now than cigarettes. It's like really unusual. We've got med in my state. Ooh. Are you in Colorado or California? I don't know any other states that have, like, cannabis. Both of those full use. Okay. Arkansas. I'm gonna be honest, like, Arkansas, I don't know if it's actually a flyover state, but I don't know anything about Arkansas. Also, I didn't mean to talk to you. But at the same time, like, I live in Alberta, which is, like, just north of Montana. And unless you're from Canada, like, it's pretty much like you only know Vancouver, Toronto, and Montreal. Did he give me the trowel? He did. Minor of Arkansas is nice. It's where Walmart was founded. Yo! Poggy! The home office is here. Ooh. The town that I was born is where Cal Tire is from, but I think Cal Tire might just be a Canadian thing. So, probably just right over everyone's head. Got family out in Alberta. Yo! I am from originally Calgary, and I'm born in a place in BC, but I'm from Calgary. Currently live in like this ghetto small city in southern Alberta. I'm like probably 45 minutes from Montana. Like I'm barely north of the border. In fact, God, it would have been like 2019 now. We actually took a vacation to Montana. Now, I know that sounds weird, but we went to like the mountainous, beautiful part of Montana, and I was very happy with it. New York City, that place is huge. You're from New York City? Yo. We have another person in my chat who is from New York. Look at that. Also, like, to be honest, I've never been to New York, but I plan to move to like eastern part of Canada, and it's like a 3 hour drive or something from where I want to move to New York. So definitely, if that happens, why wouldn't I just go to New York City? I'm in eastern Canada. Ooh, K-Bomb, where are you at? Are you in Ontario or are you like? I guess you would have said Maritimes if you were from the Maritimes, so you're probably from Ontario, slash maybe Quebec. Nova Scotia. Never mind, you are from the Maritimes. I I actually looked at going to Memorial University of Newfoundland for my master's. So obviously Newfoundland's not the same. It all I feel like is it's more redneck, but like I don't know if it actually is. I have never been more east than Montreal, and I've only been to Montreal when I was a kid. So I have minimal opinion of like really Saskatchewan eastward. Very bad at being a Canadian. How do you get lost in New York? It's a grid system. Welcome to Alberta. Everything's on a grid and it's great. Okay, I would like to leave. It's huge. Um, it really was a little bit of a culture shock the first time I went to Seattle, and it's because like I am from a city in Canada that was 1 million people, which is really big for a city in Canada. And go to Seattle, which is what like 7.8 million or something, and I was like, their highways are like 7 lanes wide, one direction. So here I am, little small town life. Can't imagine going to a place like New York that's like. I mean, it's got to be bigger than Seattle. I don't even know why I questioned that. Also, I heard the air here is air there is filthy. Used to the saltwater air. I live in Alberta, in southern Alberta specifically. We have some of the cleanest water in the world. Um, Lol, we just pollute it so that everyone else doesn't get as clean of water. But we have some of the cleanest water in the world, to the point that this little small city I live in actually had the Molson Canadian brewery for a really long time because it was like the cleanest glacier water that you could get. And then because it's like really windy here, any pollution that's formed gets like blown into Saskatchewan. Sorry, Saskatchewan. But Alberta is definitely redneck. In fact, I was watching another streamer, like an actually pretty big streamer, who is from Vancouver, playing GeoGuessr. Never been to Alberta. Got placed in a small city about the size of the one I live in, and it was like 6 of 7 vehicles he looked at were trucks, like pickup trucks, and he's like, "This has to be Alberta," and I was like, "Yeah, yeah, welcome to it." I want to fish. I want to fish. Air out there is dry. Dude, you don't even know dryness. It's actually insane. So I am a plantaholic. I have so many plants. Part of the reason I have so many plants is because they help keep your air like a little more humid. I cannot have ferns in my house because I've had 2 ferns and every single time they dry up like within a few days. It's just so dry. I have a humidifier going constantly in my house and the air is still so dry. It's actually insane. But but it's worth it because we're like really high elevation, so we get like less, what is it? You get like less oxygen or more oxygen. I think it's less. There's less oxygen. It makes sense that there's less oxygen up here. So what happens is then I go to like Vancouver and I can breathe better because my lungs are used to having no oxygen. Welcome to it. It is. Love Seattle. Dude, I also love Seattle. Also, one of my favorite memories ever traveling is from Seattle because the Seattle Aquarium has a touch tank, like where you can like touch the animals. And I got to touch a sea anemone. And I know I probably sound like a 7-year-old kid, but I'm pretty sure at this time I was like 23. And touching a sea anemone is one of the coolest experiences because like they have what are called nematocysts, which like stick in your skin, but they don't hurt. So like it actually binds to your skin, but it's like it doesn't feel sticky. I don't know how to describe it. It's like stuck to you, but it's not sticky or slimy. I caught a shaw shark. They sell for so much money. I've only been to the USA once. I think I've only been to the USA 3 times. I've been to Montana, Seattle, and then on a way to Mexico, we had a layover in the Denver airport and a layover in Houston. But, like, we didn't leave the airport. Gosh, fishing takes forever in this game. Yeah, it ain't no Stardew where they catch, like, right away. That's why I need people to chat with and, like, vibe. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Give me a Char Shark. I need that Char Shark. Nope. I rip. Tiny Snelt. It's PM, so we should go milk my cow. Also, why did we not take my horse? Nuzzle. FYI, I think Galen likes fish as a gift. Ah! Nicki Minaj. Okay, milk, 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 milk. Why did I do this in the bushes? There it is. Okay, chicken, rooster, cow. Well, do it. Nuzzle. Mushi and Munaj. Okay. Chaos! Too much mooing. Come here. Hold. It's also a Harvest Moon game. Which one? Oh, Magical Melody? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I have a copy of Magical Melody. Down. You bet your bottom. After we do a playthrough of this, we're playing some Magical Melody. Because my partner has never played Magical Melody. And I was trying to explain it to him, and I was like, there's like a frozen lake, or a lake that in the winter freezes, and then there's a cave on the other side of the lake, and that's like the only time you can mine, I'm pretty sure. And then, like, the only character that both a male and a female can marry is the evil guy. Do, 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 do. There's a regular, okay. Oh yeah, it's like, it takes forever to get to, I think, right? Because like you have to like serpentine around like the weird mountain stuff where you can get the herbs that are shaped like hearts. I remember this. Why is this ingrained in my memory? Can't remember important things. Can remember frickin' Harvest Moon Magical Melody game layout. I forget who I used to marry, but he like had like, okay, this is gonna be the worst description. He had brown hair. I want to say he looked like Sebastian from Stardew, but like I don't know now. I'm so lost. Also, the bachelors and bachelorettes are adorable. Oh yeah, because they're chibi style. How could they not be adorable? Why are you giving me bee milk? Ew. Kurt, Ray, oh god, okay. No, we're done. I have no idea. We'll have to see when I play the game. That memory will get resurrected. Do, 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 do. Okay, yes. Now, how much you want to bet Munaj is going to be grumpy and eat her freaking hay? Where are you at? Put. Take. You're going to be art back. Be right back. That is a-okay. Big lurk energy. Do, 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 do. I want to fish. I want to fish more. Who is that? Is that my boy? It is. I can only see his shirt. Do 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 do. Fishing. I also didn't make an Instagram or a tweet post. Getting really forgetful about that. I'm gonna blame the fact that I was napping. No. I am live. I should have missed that. It's a snelt. I freaking hate snelts, dude. Stop. Give me a shark. Do 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 do. She was able to send a tweet. I'm so mad about this. 5 centimeters. That thing's like this big. Often caught downstream or at the spring, the smallest fish around these parts. Frustrated. Scoop. Boop, boop. Great work playing some Harvest Moon. Okay, we can do it. We can do it. And then we'll go to bed. What is it? Rain Bob. I'm done. These freaking tiny fish, dude. It's fine. Give me that good music. Do do do. We're gonna sleep. Yes, we just save every time anyway. The beginning. Okay, I'm gonna awkwardly reach. My tummy's been irritated, so I have like a glass of ginger ale. Oh gosh, okay. Canada Dry ginger ale. Canada's like #1 export other than like lumber and maple syrup. I'm just assaulting my Mac. Okay, there we go. Do do do. Feels weird not wearing a mask as I just like itch my face. Which is weird because I'm in my own house. But I don't know, it's like unusual to like be doing stuff and not wearing a mask, I guess? Welcome to the life of someone who works in an office where I have to wear a mask in my office. Do. Okay, who's out? Where's she at? Where's Moonage? Hey, baby. Do. Relatively happy. Give me more milk. Bro. I'm gonna have to breed her again, but then I also gotta breed you soon. Do. Seems healthy. I hope so. Do. Do they actually benefit from going outside? Whoa. Okay. I bet you it's that they don't eat as much when they're outside. I was trying to think. That whole radio silence is me just thinking about, like, the benefits that could ensue from putting them outside. Come here. Man, no-handed opening the door. I was gonna say that's talent, but then I was like, depending how the door opens, you could just push into it. Like, there might not even be a doorknob to push. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, do. I think we go buy more hay and stuff. But we should go. Whoa, she was cruising. Where's my horse? Number one. We should take my horse and go to the mines. Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Ride, please. Oops, the wrong way. He's literally inside him. Help. 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 We should pick flowers. Am I okay? Am I okay? Ooh. Red. Sheep. Itchy nose. Allergies. This must be around the time that my allergy pills wear off, because I feel like it's always around like 5 p.m. Itchy nose. Or maybe it's just because I'm not like napping or something. Squib. 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 There we go. That sound, stock sound, because it was in Hunter x Hunter. I'm telling you right now, stock sound. In fact, all the sounds, except for maybe the music, are probably stock. Oh, the red ones haven't grown back yet. Squirrel. Okay. Off. Whoopsie. I know Muffy likes flowers, but do all the girls like flowers? Is that like a stereotype they put in this game? Oh yeah, I haven't eaten yet today. I love being able to pick things from across the room. Okay. Oh. Is that all? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, let's get mining. I love Celia. Celia's the cutest. Okay, let's get our dig on. Oh, hello. How are you doing? Oh, perfect timing. Right away. Give you a trowel to use. Squib. Squib. Nope. Second time's the charm. found a pretty stone. Oh, that was a third time by accident. Not worth it. Try to adjust my position in the in-betweens. Now my hair looks weird. There we go. I found a kind of bone. Don't know what kind of bone. Could be from... No, that's not what I wanted. I'm terrible. Found some kind of bone. Oops, I didn't do my dub on that one. Good thing Chirpy's not here. He hates this sound. Ooh. He'll be back soon, though. He do be at the gym. Like a strong boy. Pretty stone. Whoop. Can you imagine getting a ring with that big of a stone on it? Like, damn, Daniel. That man must really love you. Okay, keep going. Oh, some kind of bone? I think the skeleton or the bones sell for a lot. So like I have no issue with that. Yes. Okay. Let's see what you dug up. A bone. Nothing unusual. Okay. Let's get our fish on. It's only 1 o'clock. That's food. Squid! Great angles. Come on. Chip a chip, 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 chip. It's deafening. Oh. Rude. Come on. Come on. Oh, there it is. The game's broke, dude. This is a terrible angle. Like, this is actually the worst angle. What have I done? Bobber, move beyond my head, please. Bobber, come on. There we go. Hello? Oh, she got it. Big hutchet. Let's go. Let's go. We gotta go ride, or we gotta go milk my cow. Water my cow. Bye, Felicia. I also want to do this.
Yeah.
Our vegetables are organic. Okay. Okay, but I want to buy something. Hi. Yes. No. Leaving. Rad. Room. Man, this is a tiny town. This town's got like 5 people. It's got literally 5 houses. I hate this guy so much. Thank you. So cute. No, no, no. Milk. Do 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 do. I'm also like not centered. There we go. Nope, still just 2. Where's my chicken? Do. Do, 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 do. Where's my egg? There it is. Oh no. Where's my chick? Oh no. Oh no. No. Do do do. Oh, it's right there. Do 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 do. Oh. Do 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 do. There we go. Do 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 do. Girl, you eat so much. Do 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 do. I want another cow, but I also want to get this cow praggies. No, wait. I want to keep that. Why did I not do this already? Do 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 do. Yes, baby. Yay. Yay. Okay. Nina. Oh, good evening to you. Goodness, it's hot. Nothing! It's yelling at me, dude. Do 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 do. Okay, enough. I just want to catch one fish. Come on. Come on. There we go. Ew. Ew. Yeah, show him and just put it in your pocket. Save it for later. Okay, let's get back. Let's go to sleep early. Oh, we didn't water a tree. Where's my dog, dude? Did it run away? Nope. Barbus! Oh my god, so cute. Okay, well. So cute. Is it 5 or is it 4 before they get angry? Okay, you can do 4 and then they get angry. There we go. Golden. Done. Whoa. Knee is cramping. Door. Do 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 do. Here comes the bop, dude. Do 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 do. Bubble dream. Iggy. Do 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 do. They do all just be sleeping still. Is it a boy or a girl? Did we even, like, look and see? Seems to be in a relatively good mood. How can you tell they're asleep? Doo-doo-doo. Do, 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 do. I never nuzzle you, hey? Nuzzle. Yeah, maybe because that's what I have to hear for doing that. I don't care. Okay, there we go. Eat. In the first game, this is like a plot of land, but I guess nobody used it, so they were like trees. She's still asleep. Okay. Let's water this, by the way. Look, it's a little tree. What day of the week is it? It's gotta be Van Day soon. Unless you missed Van Day. We probably missed it. No, it's Van Day! Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. She's awake. She's alive. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go. That was really annoying. Why? Now? Yeah, it's because she's eating like a Dumbo. You better give me A-tier milk. Disappointing. Are you an adult yet? No. Are you? No. There's no way, right? Disappointing. Okay, where's my horse? We're gonna go get some flowers. Then we're gonna go to the mines. Get your head up so I can ride you. Thank you. Skirt. Actually, we want to go this way first. Because I think it's been 2 days. It doesn't look like it has. Never mind. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, this is before the time of, like, Walkman. I was gonna say, why can't I have, like, music with me when I run around? React to those flowers. What are they growing? Watermelon? Melons? Cauliflower, maybe? I don't know. Snapchat from my sister-in-law. Probably. If it's not talking about me playing this game, I'm gonna be mad. She better be talking about me playing this game. Get on the horse. Get on the horse. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. What does it say? Halloween Hershey's Kisses with strawberry filling. Okay, I will say those sound very good. Look at that guy with his little broken leg. So cute. There's actually in one of the small towns near the city I live in, there's a three-legged deer because a deer got hit by a car. So the person who hit the deer took it into the emergency vet clinic, and they weren't able to like save its leg, so they just amputated its leg, and now there's a three-legged deer that just lives in this small town in Alberta. Okay, I'll catch this fish, then we'll go to the mines. Look at him cruising. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Shake that butt for me. Shake that butt for me. Come on, girl, shake. Okay, but like, thank you. I ain't got time for this. I could be okay with that. Okay, let's dig, dig, dig. Oh, hello. Why do I always talk to Flora? Hello, I am back. Hello, Choppy. How's the farm life? It's good. You're right in time to hear the stress noise. I should have made this like my sub sound. Oh, money's the worst. Gross. Oh, baby. And it's van day? Gonna get that money. Money, 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 money. Money. Oops. Wow, every square has given us something today. Come on, the third one's gotta give me something on one of them. Offended. Do, 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 do. Third one did it! Give us something good. Don't give us no money. Give us another piece of bone. Okay, I can live with that. Baby! Found a pretty stone. There's like sometimes like a little creak sound in it. Sounds like someone like jumping on a couch. That's not what I meant to do. Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Pretty stone. Oops. Oop. Have I almost beaten the game? We're not even married yet, bro. You know what happens at the end of the game. We're still a young being. I do not know what happens. Is it not, like, predictable? Guess not. What is it? Yes. Let's go outside. What did we dig up? A bone. Doesn't seem to be anything unusual. Where's my pony? There's my pony. Gustafa! Scoot, scoot, scoot. Gotta pick this royal fern. They wouldn't survive in my dry AF house, as we already talked about. Speaking of which, my lips are like cracking. But my chapstick's in the other side of the room. So we're just gonna live with the dry, cracky lips. I don't know why I detoured down there. Weep. Talk. Hello. I'd like to sell. What are you selling? Yes. Sure. I will be selling everything. Including these two snouts? Yes. Both. Yes. See? This is definitely the most tedious thing that is evident that this is an older game, which is okay. It just gives us more time to hang out. What do you guys want to talk about? How's your day been? What have you been up to? Something hype that's happened. What's something hype that's happened to me? I don't know. I don't live an exciting life. I really want to. This is like kind of weird, but where I live is exceptionally dry. We already talked about how it's kind of a desert. There's these really cute succulents that grow in the wild here, and I kind of want to go like steal one before it gets cold and then just like have it as a plant in my house. I think that'd be cute. But it seems like a lot of work. Hey, I got tummy ache. Ooh, I also had a tummy ache today. That's why I'm drinking ginger ale. Yes. Pay 100 each. I have two, so 200, please. Gonna need some soup. Oh, baby. What's your favorite chunky soup? I'm a big fan of the chunky chicken noodle and the spicy, what is it, sausage gumbo. I like those two a lot. Also can always get down with a can of tomatoes, Campbell's tomato soup with like a grilled cheese. Yeah. No! Well, we're keeping some of them by accident, I guess. This tiny rainbow. Great. Yep. I wonder if he ever tries to rip you off. There's a big fingerprint on my glasses. Much better. Read that as syrup. Oh god, read that as syrup. Oh my god, I was too distracted! I'm terrible. That's okay. Yeah, get rid of this huge Nyami. Yes. Yo, probably not, but we might have enough money to get a cow. Nyamame, I think is also what they are, not Nyami. Somebody teach me how to say this. Yo, I chug syrup if I want to, if it was good for you. Oh god. Oh god. The thickness, the viscousness of that stresses me out. Yes, Sal. 14 moon ore. Ooh, baby. I think they're worth I was gonna say 45. I was wrong. Like a blueberry good syrup. Ooh. No shame. Favorite milk syrup, like milk flavoring syrup? Strawberry. Forever. Happy lamp. Happy feet? Golden. What is it, 5,000 for a cow? Oh, this is gonna be like worth like 20. 50, okay. Nyamame. Not as viscous. Ooh, it's more like liquid jam. That makes me think lumpy though, and I don't really like the idea of chugging something lumpy. Maybe it's because I did a King's Cup once that had a jello shot in it and some mud shake, and it was lumpy in a not good way. Don't don't ever let your friends put milk-based drink into a King's Cup or a jello shot, because then you're like drinking and the jello shot's just like freaking smokes you in the back of the mouth. Okay, we're on to the next page. Oh, my shark. Gonna start cooking, but I'll be hanging around. He's gonna be lurking. Big lurk energy. Great game to lurk to, though, because, like, stuff happens, and there's always something to watch, but if you miss something, it's not the end of the world. Gonna make burgers with onion jam. You are a fan of some onion jam. Onion jam is the good. So it's kind of like a sauteed onion with like a few spices. Yum yum. I hate these. Yes. Yes. We did not quite make enough money. Do you have anything for sale? Nope. That's too bad. I want to ride. Bloop. Squip. Do, 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 do. I think it's into us. Yeah, this. Do, do, do. Cool. Why is this one so short? I guess the cows ate it. Same goes for these. Okay. Do, do, do. Not what I wanted, but it worked out. Oh, that's all I had. Okay. Do 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 do. Give me that A. Nope, it's definitely B. Disappointed. Where's my chicken? Where is my female chicken? Chicken. Where is she? There she is, trying to get in the barn. She's getting in the barn. Pick up, please. Pick up the egg, please. I didn't see if it was Bert, but we'll see. Okay, so we're gonna sell this. I also realized that we haven't picked up money from the other thing. It's not Bert. From this thing in a while. So maybe we do have 5 grand, but maybe it's not 5 grand. Oh god, okay, we had over $1,000 in there. I want a cow. It is 5 grand. Do I want a brown cow or a marble cow? Brown cow, marble cow. Which are we getting today? Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Or do we not want a cow? We're gonna hold out for a while. Or are we just having no opinion today? Do 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 do. Okay, well, brown cow it is. That's not a very brown looking cow to me. Disappointed! Okay, let's go put my chickens in the hut. Marble! No! We have to save up 5 grand now to get a marble cow for Ray. It's okay. When our cow comes in like 8 days, we're gonna need a name for it. Get off my property, you psychopath! Get out of here, Jeff Bezos. Do, 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 do. Down. Do, do, do. Squeep! Come here! Down. And where's my chick is the worst. It's so hard to find. Where is it? We're looking for a yellow potato. Yellow potato. Okay, it's gotta be like over here, right? There it is. It was not in a hard to find spot. Thank goodness. Do do do. Do 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 do. Okay, so we gotta find a way to make 5 more grand to order another cow, and then we'll get a marble cow, and we'll have 1 cow of each. Okay. There we go. Why am I like this? It's fine. No harm, no foul. Okay. Y'all probably want to go... Oh. Let's get them all inside. Can they sleep outside? Does it hurt them to sleep outside? It must, right? Really? Really? Mushi? Rude. Do, 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 do. Okay. Fishing, I guess. Let's fish. Let's get our fish on. Do, do, do. Nina! And good evening to you. Goodness, it's hot. It's still summer in Forget Mount Valley. This game do have some jams in it. Some bops. We do be in Bop City when we play Stardew Valley. When we play Harvest Moon. Did you see that Stardew Valley has sold like an incredible amount of copies, which is crazy for the fact that it was created by like one dude? Like that dude did so well for himself just because he decided that he wanted to make a game like Harvest Moon but better. Come on. Come on. Come on. Shark, 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 shark. Give me a shark, shark, please. Tack is just watching me. It's a snelt. It is a huge snelt, at least. Do not eat the snelt. We're not eating... Don't eat that. I guess this is why I kept my royal fur. Do, do, do. Tack is just watching me, dude. Okay. Oof. Adjust my camera. Get some fish. Get some fish. Get some fish. Get some fish, please. I would like some fish. Yo, that kid's got... I felt myself do it, and I was like, why? The game's broken! Okay. Oh, you want to know? Okay, feel good moment today. We'll always brag about this because it's like my only call to fame. I work very closely with like a well-known scientist, and today I was in my office. I get to my office. I share my office with three other women now, but they all work like later in the day than I do. And so I was in my office. It was 9 a.m. He comes into work at 9 a.m. He rolls down the hallway, pokes his head into my office, and he like asks me why I'm at work, number one, so early, and number two, like I'm always there that early, but like whatever. But I was like, oh, Brian, like I have a question for you. And I like asked my question. We like discussed it. It was like actually a very scientific question regarding a paper that I had read recently. And he was like, wow, that's actually a really, really good question. And I was like, I'm the best human being ever. Like, that is the only praise I need in my life, is to know that this, like, 75-year-old scientist thinks that my question was good. So there you go. That's my call to fame today. A well-known scientist told me my question was good. Probably thinks I'm less dumb now. Come on. Come on, it's 10 p.m. Okay, we gotta go to bed. It's bedtime. Harvest Moon bedtime. Well, honestly, bedtime for me last night as well. Got time for a few more days. Now we're not getting up till like 8 a.m. tomorrow because Harvest Moon logic. Yes, always save. Just in case. Do, do, do. And also, because we got this bop of a music. Do, 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 do. 8 a.m. I told you, dude. 10 hours of sleep. Water. Water. Thank you. Blue water. Okay, let's go let my cow out. My cowza. Soon to be cowzaza. Oh, Mushi! Why? Don't eat that. That's for rainy days. Rainy days exclusive. Dirty, stupid Mushi. Nuzzle. Moo. Talk. Comfortable enough. Gotta make some dins. Be Lurk City. That's okay. I know, I stream right during dinner time. If you have a What? Oh, because you're sleeping. I was like, really? Really? I'm so frustrated with Moonage. Okay, how are we gonna get 5 grand to get a marble cow for Ray? Oh, eggs. You guys, you ate all your food. Okay, we gotta look it up. Harvest Moon. Does leaving your animals outside at night harm them? Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life, leaving cows outside. Okay, healthy adult cows must be fed twice a day. They can be outside in the pasture during good weather to graze and eat grass, or they can be fed fodder inside. Cows run the risk of getting sick and possibly dying if they are left outside in the rain or not fed. As long as the next day's not rain, it's okay to leave your cows outside. My hands, I have Jeff. Okay, so we're gonna start doing that and then monitoring the weather. Nuzzle, nuzzle. Slurp, slurp. Beep, beep. Do, do, do. Put. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Okay. I want to put my milker on here because I hate it. I hate that it's in my inventory. Yeah. There we go. Now it's shelf. Yeah. Okay, let's check the weather. Not that they'll say anything about tomorrow, but like at least try. But it will stay clear. Okay, 12-hour report. It's gonna be clear all day. So we have to check in the morning. Or like right before bed I mean. Okay, now we're going to the mines. So we gotta ride our pony. I forget what our horse's name is. Oh, it's Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Okay, we need to make 5 grand. How much money do we have? Oh, he hasn't come back. So we have $1,100. Not great. Not what you want to see. Okay. Get our horse. Oh, I didn't nuzzle you. Had to stand up to really show me how much she loves me. Whoa. Whoa. No flowers? Flowers! These ones are my favorite. Getting text messages from one of my students. Studentos. Okay, good. Go to them. I mean, at least you got a happy from that. Where am I going? Nope, not there. We're going to the mines. Right. Off. Okay. Golden. We all do be making dinner tonight. You know what I'm gonna have for dinner? Caesar salad. Because I bought a Caesar salad the other day. Didn't buy dressing for it. So what did I do? I went and bought dressing for it. Plus like other groceries. But like that was the big one. First one, baby. Something weird. Third one, baby. Worth. First one, baby. There it is. What are y'all having for dinner? So Chirpy said he's having a burger with onion jam. Sounds yummy. I was busy. Why does it look like the star cow? Give it a name. What are we naming my brown cow? Do 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 do. She needs a name. You guys are thinking. Coming up with the greatest name. It's gonna be a gold star name. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We have Nicki Minaj and Mushi as my other 2 cows. What should my brown cow be? I'm gonna get some water actually while we wait. Lunk. Okay. Not Zelda. L. 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 And then K. That's a good name. Is it? Is it tack? Big boy. Oh, good. We're still here. I heard a car drive down the road outside of my apartment. Either it was a really crappy motorcycle or a car without a muffler. There is no difference in my opinion, to be honest. Oh, I can still hear it. It's still going. Must have stopped at the stop sign near my house. Wow, we are having bad luck since Lunk came into the picture. Lunk is cursed. Poor cursed Lunk. Holy. Oh my god, and it's the worst. It's okay. It happens. Some days are good, and some days are Lunk Day. Happy Lunk Day, everyone. Something weird. Okay, we're leaving. Goodbye. Mm-hmm. Old coin. Nothing unusual. Gets really right up in his bubble. Within his 2 meters, 6 feet space. His COVID bubble. Where's my... There. Okay, but like, help. Thank you. Flora was coming out. She's going to the bar. She's going to get lit. Bro. But bro. Bro. Wasting my time. Maybe the flowers don't grow. They grow back every 2 days. It's just, I guess the red ones don't. Sweet, sweet. I missed one. My nose is itchy. Okay. Are you grown up yet? Aww. Do 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 do. Okay. I forgot to bring my cow outside. Poor Lunk is just sitting inside. Oh yeah, in the fall there isn't flowers, I don't think. I think there's like mushrooms or something, right? I'm ready. Also, like the food you pick in the fall is like this weird brown thing, isn't it? I remember. I remember. We're gonna see in like 2 days. It looks like a poop. Okay, well, that's rough. Do 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 do. Okay, come on, you can bob. Come on. This game straight up hates me. Trying to catch a fish, why are we waiting so freaking long? There it is. Flora's coming home from the bar, absolutely wasted. Look at her stumbling, dude. Big hutch up. Right. Mustafa.
Yeah.
Peace, sister. Forget-me-not Valley is usually pretty comfortable. It's a little hot now, though. Not at night. Are you my chicken? You are my new one. I'm not hungry. Stop it. Lunk is healthy. It's gonna happen sooner or later, but like, come on. The one day that I finally decide to start leaving them outside. Of course! This game hates me, dude. Then we still gotta put the tins in, so we're not getting up till late tomorrow. Ugh. Shut up! Just yelling at them. Forgot I already took her egg. She's like, I feel like I used to be sitting on something. I don't know where Jeff is. Jeff's gonna die out in the night. Jeffrey! Jeffrey Bezos! There he is. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Latest bedtime ever. Bop music. $8:30, dude. And it's not raining. I'm losing my mind. Come on, come on. Walk forward. Thank you. Can I look out towards the beach? There are some storm clouds. Let me check the weather. I'm good to go. Or I'm got to go. Gonna start getting cloudy. Okay, well. I guess it rained overnight. Do, 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 do. Hi, are you grown up yet? Nope. Got soup good to go. There we go. Ooh, I'm currently caramelizing onions. Ooh, he's making that onion jam, dude. Stop, I'm not hungry. We don't eat here. No time to eat. The flippin' best. Ooh, baby. You guys haven't laid any eggs. You guys aren't coming out. I'm over it. That's not what was supposed to happen, although... Yum yum! Bottoms up, bucko! I kind of like... Okay, this is like a random thought, but saying bottoms up made me think of it. Something I kind of miss doing with my friends was just going out and, like, getting, like, a tower or a pitcher of beer between the three of us and just, like, slamming it back and just, like, chatting it up. I haven't done something like that literally since pre-COVID. Just because you just can't, right? Like, it is what it is. Hey, Lumina! Hello, Rock. You've got good timing. There's something I've been thinking about that I'd like to ask you. What is it? That was the girl, anyway. It's hard to say, but according to my sources, he wears a toupee. I've thought about this, and I've decided that he must be suffering. You know, not being able to tell anybody about a secret? So I had to shave my head in solidarity. A toupee? I can't believe it! You've gotta be kidding me! Not bald, not you, Rock! Hey, Lumina! No, Sebastian doesn't wear a toupee, right? Good. No. Why are you so annoying, Rock? I don't know why I decided to run this way today. Also, why am I not on my horse? The question that needs to be answered. Horse. Yo, get out of my way, cow. Do 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 do. Even if he did wear a toupee, why is it that big of a deal? People are allowed to do what they want. If they're self-conscious about their hair, that's okay. Nope, I want pink. Scoop! Oh, it's my boy. My boy toy. Oh,
Yeah.
shoot. Ew. I'm gonna have to wake up to that every day and hear. I mean, I kind of do anyway, because, like, let's be honest, I make that noise every morning. It's like 6:20 in the morning, and I'm like, hello. Carter. I would like to right away. Yeah, I know you're gonna give me a trowel. Just give it to me, bro. Something weird. Dig, dig, digging. Not having much luck. Pretty stone. Oh no! No! It's raining! We gotta go! Go! No! My cows are gonna get sick! Carter, I gotta go! Is it not raining? What was I hearing then? Wasting my time, dude. You heard that too, right? I'm not just making that up? So mad? Okay, well, Carter, I'm done. Wasting my time, dude. Yes. Carter, what are you wearing around your neck? Confusion. Maybe it rained for like 0.2 seconds? And my poor animals just got rained on? I want this fern. So sad. I mean, it's like blue skies, so... What if I talk to you guys? What do you say? Did it rain on you? Seems comfortable enough. Nope, not that. Not that. I'll talk to your butt. Relatively happy? Okay. I don't know what happened then. I wonder, is there like collections lists? No. What's the help thing do? Oh. Not necessary. Do 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 do. Now we're back to the meditative fishing. Really meditative. There it is. Oh my god, it's a snelt. We'll catch one more, then we'll milk our cow, check the weather. No, we'll keep fishing a little bit and then we'll check the weather. There goes either Casey or whatever the other guy's name is. It's a big boy. It's a big boy. Don't give me a snelt. Oh, not much better. It's fine. Still money in our pocket. That's just how we have to look at it. No luck today. Give me a Char Shark. Want a Char Shark. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's fine. It's fine. Fishing in the dark. Come on. Thank you. Okay, well, I hate my life. No, I want to ride. Weep, weep. Do, 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 do. Why are you mooing at me? Cool it, kiddo. Okay, what's the weather tomorrow? We'll see if we have to let them all in or not. Help. Okay, I'm over it. So I'm not gonna let them in, I don't think, because the rain's gonna stop. Very little water to give to a growing tree, in my professional plant mom opinion. I remember that if you don't pick them up right away, they'll just run back to them and sit on them. Oh, I just haven't been doing this, I guess. $490. We gotta save up to get that marble at some point next time. We can probably catch like 1 or 2 more fish and then go to bed. Dr. Payne. It's not actually his name, but... He's coming to watch me fish, bro. Nope, I lied. So much for catching a fish, I guess. This is coming back from the bar wasted, dude. So is Nami. No, Nami lives over there. Never mind. She's just going for a midnight walk, I guess. Okay, well. Rip to catching a fish before bed because someone fricked it. My horse is just rolling. Do, 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 do. Okay. Okay, it still says the same thing. My sink is so weird looking. Okay. Well, guess what? Wow! Thanks for follow, Ray! I appreciate it. We'll get you your marble cow, I swear! I promise, next Wednesday. But today, it is actually almost 7 o'clock local time, which means it's the end of my stream. Let's see, is anyone I know? Wow, one person I follow is live, and it is an actual streamer and not a friend of mine. So I'm not going to raid anyone tonight, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. I always appreciate any of the support. And if you do enjoy the content and you want to see more, don't forget that I have a YouTube channel where I archive all of my videos. Wow, the sun just started peering in through the window. What a warning. This is blinding. Blinded by the light. But yeah, don't forget to check out my YouTube channel at YouTube Turtleneck Mel LP. And check out the previous videos. Don't forget to also show my love to my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok if you want updates on what I've been doing in my life and when I'm streaming next. We will be live on Saturday, my goodness, Saturday at 5 Mountain Standard Time doing our roguelite weekend. Have a fantastic rest of your week, everybody. It's only Wednesday. Hump day. Have a fantastic rest of your week. And thank you guys so much for watching. See you later, everybody.